Good morning, investment traders. This is Naeem Aslam, and welcome to our channel in which we discuss several different opportunities on a daily basis, basically breaking down the markets in various different parts and describing what is really driving the move in the stock market, in the Forex market, in commodities, and of course, in cryptos. You know why I'm smiling when it comes to cryptos, because I do have a good news to share with all the crypto community, which is really been looking at Bitcoin prices and the bear market crash we talked about yesterday. But before we do everything else, as always, please make sure that you are subscribed to our channel, because what this will do is give you an opportunity to ask me as many questions as you can during this live session, because this is your opportunity to ask me any questions, any concerns, any confusion about any of these asset classes that we will be discussing, or perhaps that you are trading, and I can just help you to filter those noise or that specific concern out of a market and give you a bit more clarity. What that will do is make your view of the market a lot more firm and make you mentally strong in terms of your trading, and of course but that will help you to become a successful trader, and that is obviously the purpose of these particular videos on a daily basis. So just a bit about myself. My name is Naeem Aslam. I come with a wealth of 15 years of trading experience. During this time period, I have worked as a hedge fund trader for Bank of New York Mellon and as an equity trader with Bank of America. Currently, I work as a chief market analyst for Evertrade. In today's market, we will be looking at Forex, we'll be looking at equities, commodities, and cryptos. So let's begin by having a bit more deeper analysis of the stock market and then discuss what exactly has been going on. So for the last number of days, we are seeing a lot of selling pressure really coming in for the big tech stocks. And by that, what I mean is Amazon, Microsoft, Netflix, Zoom, and of course Baidu, Alibaba, or any of that big major companies, not to mention Tesla, which was hammered, absolutely hammered yesterday. It went below its 200 simple moving average. On the daily time frame, the stock touched a low of 621 against the all-time high, which was above 900. So Tesla stock is really a great opportunity with that respect. So many are wondering whether the current sell-off that we are seeing for the Nasdaq is going to lead something bit more major in terms of a stock market crash, or is shall we start to double down? And of course, I will be putting out a massive research on that later today. So please make sure to keep an eye on the on my Twitter, because we'll definitely tweet that link. And if you're not sure about the Twitter handle, it is on the YouTube channel. You can see that again. So in terms of a Nasdaq, there is no doubt that the markets have been retracing and the market has entered a very, very critical stage. So if you look on your MT4 platform, which most of our users would use anyway, on the daily platform, you can see that the price went all the way to nearly touching its 100 simple moving average yesterday, and now it is bouncing back up, trying to break above the 50-day simple moving average. Now, if we break above the 50-day simple moving average today, what you may want to do is put your stop loss on the lows of today. So that will be 13,026 would be the low of the day, perhaps your stop. And in terms of a breakout trade, is 13,299, 229, sorry. So just the moment the price breaks above that, or if you wanted to have a bit more confirmation, then you may want to wait for the price to break above the highs of yesterday, which is 13,335. So right now, there is a great opportunity in terms of doubling down with respect to your Nasdaq trade, with respect to your big tech trade, because Nasdaq as an index represents the entire tech industry. So this really, by going long on Nasdaq, really gives you an exposure to all the other stocks which are part of Nasdaq. So it's because Nasdaq represents the Nasdaq 100 stocks. So that is the benefit of really doing that. Or what you could do is, on the flip side, if you think that this is a crash, which certainly looks like that the market has been retracing, and then this may be just a dead cat bounce, then what you may want to do at the same time is to go short right now, perhaps on the Nasdaq index, which is currently trading at 13,214, and just put your stop loss above the highs of yesterday. And that particular price level really is the high of yesterday was 13,335, because the moment the price takes above the highs of yesterday, you know that this stock market crash is really over. Market is ready to roar from here, and market is likely to move to the upside. And that means all the sell-off within the Nasdaq index and the stocks like Tesla, Amazon, Netflix, Zoom, all Alibaba and Baidu, all of them could be really, really great buy, because AMD got sold off massively, Adobe got sold off massively, DocuSign got sold off massively. There are a large number of stocks which got massively hit yesterday because of the Nasdaq. So if the crash is really going to continue, we are likely to see these companies, these stocks, to continue to move to the downside and see a massive momentum, a massive move for these companies to the downside. But if there is a change of shift, if there's a change of narrative, if these stocks are going to move to the upside, then that is really we are going to see. Now, in terms of a sector rotation, because the current trade is very much about a sector rotation, we are seeing a lot of momentum moving into energy stocks such as BP, Chevron, Shell. They have been absolutely trading to the upside. So that is really the opportunity. And at the same time, your airline stocks, your travel, your tourism industry, stocks like American Airline, Delta, United, Ryanair, and then EasyJet, Rolls-Royce, Boeing, Airbus, all of these companies have seen a very, very decent gain, and still there's a massive room to the upside as the coronavirus vaccination process really continues. So again, that is a great opportunity in terms of a sector rotation as investors selling off the tech stock and then really going into these particular companies. So keep an eye on these ones. If you really wanted to take advantage of this sector rotation, then shift your portfolio exposure to these particular companies. Now, thirdly, what we really wanted to, secondly, what we wanted to focus on is, of course, the strength in sterling. Sterling is continuously making more higher and higher moves. Again, this is somewhere where you perhaps wanted to take a short trade, because sterling has been consistently rising for the last number of days, more than 7 days. And in terms of a weekly chart, we are also seeing that the momentum has been 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of consistent, back-to-back gains. So really, the trade is really on the short side. So perhaps look for a short entry between 1.4263 to 1.43558. There is no doubt that sterling is overbought. So this is not an area where you wanted to take an upside, but if you do, then make sure that your stop losses are very, very tight and very close. Now, in terms of a Bitcoin price, really exciting stuff is really happening, because price moved above the 30-day simple moving average just yesterday evening in around 6 o'clock. That is when it really happened. And on the 20, well, actually this morning at 1 a.m. 24, the price crossed above the 30-day simple moving average. So that was your really indication that the prices are moving higher. You could really potentially take the upside trade, the upward trade, in relation to Bitcoin now as well, and then just put your stop losses below 49,500 and let it continue, because now perhaps the sell-off is very much over, as it is the first indication always comes from the 30-minute time frame. and now the momentum is really going to continue to the upside. And moreover, if you have seen any of the previous videos that we have talked about on Bitcoin, we talked about that prices are likely to jump from 43,772 to 45,557, and that is exactly what really happened. Prices have massively moved up from that particular point. So really great opportunity was that we really highlighted in our previous videos. So once again, make sure that you are following these ones. Now finally, to finish off quickly, to have a look at the gold prices, I have done a technical analysis video on gold prices touching in a lot more greater detail. So do have a look on our YouTube channel and look for that gold video, which really breaks down the prices and all the opportunities within that. All right, so once again, if you like the content, give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow.